wife did it, and she's terrorizing them and still terrorizing them. And while in that conversation, he asks about, oh, what about the whole PR speech, PR press release that we're supposed to talk about with written by Ryan Reynolds. And then Jimmy Heath goes, no, that, Emily, that's Emily Baldoni, Justin Baldoni's wife, was like, he said, and I quote, she said, F no, we are not writing any letter. She made this bed, now she can effing lie in it. Let's fight. We are done. Thank you, Emily, for having such a good headache. She's from Sweden. And as much as I say Sweden has joined EU in their whole liberalism, one thing you cannot take away from Swedish women and what's that other part of Europe? I can't remember it now. I think it starts with an S. They don't take shits. And Russian women. Despite how you feel about Putin, we're not talking about him. We're talking about the people who live there. Russian women and Swedish women, they don't have time for rubbish. They have very good heads on their shoulders. And because Justin has a woman with good heads on her shoulders, that's why we have all this evidence we have. I'm pretty sure, yes, they're already feeling paranoid, hence certain recordings that we're going to talk about in another video that we're taking about a certain schemy, scummy, conniving producer having the guts and the audacity to call another producer on how he should work in his own field. But that's by the way, we'll talk about that later. But anyway, because of Emily having such a good head on her shoulders, that's why we're where we are, because she put her foot down. And I'm pretty sure she noticed the patterns with Blake, and she probably could see where this was going to go. And then she told Justin, you know what, anytime you can, any way you can, just save everything. I know people have said, oh, Cuckoo Candice, I'm sorry, that's what I call her, in my opinion, she's cool. Cuckoo Candice came up with that theory. But that's one thing I'll say is not far-fetched. Any wife who sees her husband, I mean, before filming started, Ryan had called this guy for a dress down because he felt his wife was being fat-shamed. Because the guy was going to lift your wife, I think she was in her late pregnancy or just giving birth, and it's understandable. I'm a woman, you add weight, it's what happens. And this guy has a history of back problem. Would you have preferred it if Justin had not asked, right? And it was time to do that, and because of his back problem, he lifted her and he fell, and she fell and got some kind of injury that probably gives her a permanent damage. You're going to say, oh, that was incompetence on his part. He knew he had such and such. Why didn't he say so? Anyways,